Have you heard of slow cleaning? It doesn't mean you take forever to clean. It means you clean with intention and just appreciate that you're going to have a calm, tidy, cleaner house when you're done. I tend to clean in little spurts, and I call it slow cleaning. I'm not sure if that's accurate, but what I do is I take one little job, like maybe the bathroom, and I'll go in and clean the sink. And then I might clean the toilets. I usually do both of them at once, since I have two of them. Just do it. And it makes life a little nicer when you have a tidy, clean house. And like I said, I like to do it in small doses. I don't love to clean, but I do love having a clean house. And I'm going to show you today a few ways that I clean just a little at a time. I wanted to share a few tricks that I use occasionally to help me clean when I'm really not in the mood. I don't want to do it, but I think it's got to be done. I use a timer, like I'll just set an alarm on my phone, and maybe it's only for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And I get up and I start cleaning, and when the alarm goes off, I go turn it off if I don't have my phone right there with me. And I may just keep cleaning because I'm in that groove. And sometimes that's all you need is just to get started. So if you need to use little tricks like that, I'd say do it. You know, whatever it takes. If I'm having company, that's when I clean. I actually, move furniture here and there and vacuum better than normal, because I don't always move things when I vacuum. I just kind of go around them and I figure it's good enough. Because for me, it is good enough. I don't need a spotless house all the time. I don't think I ever have a spotless house, in fact. But it's clean enough and it works for me. Some people put on music, or they put on their headphones or whatever and listen to music while they clean. Whatever works. I don't particularly like doing that because it's a distraction for me. I just need to stay focused and clean. But I can understand the appeal of that. So I would say do whatever it takes. If you're like me and don't want to clean, don't like to, but you want a clean house, do what you have to do. Another way to kind of trick yourself into cleaning is to just do one little job at a time. It could be just one job a day. Say you're going to do a load of laundry and you're going to wash it, dry it, fold it, put it away. And if that's all you want to get done, that's fine. It's okay. If you want to just clean the bathroom or just clean the sink in the bathroom, do that. Any progress is good. And I do think there are certain things for me that I like to do pretty regularly so that they're hygienic. I like to clean the bathroom. I'll show you what I do to clean the bathroom. It's not a lot, but I feel like it cuts down on some germs that might be hanging around. So I do that about once a week. And it doesn't take long. Once I move everything, that's my problem. I have a cluttered sink counter. And once I've moved all that, the cleaning part is easy. It takes 5 minutes or whatever. It's just not that big a deal. So take a small job, get that done, and move on. Either move on to something else or just be done for the day. And then the next day you can do another small job. And it's a rotating thing. It always, there's always something that needs to be cleaned. But at least you're getting it done. And that's okay. Today, before I show you a few ways that I actually clean, I wanted to show you some of my cleaning products. This is some generic window cleaner that I probably got at the dollar store. I don't know. It works fine. I've also been known to use just water and vinegar, like to clean a mirror or a window. Works great. And these are a couple of my rags. Do they not look like rags to you? Do they look more like clothes? Well, they should. This is like a fourth of a blouse. Here's the sleeve over here. This was a very comfortable cotton blouse that I wore a lot in the summer, but it got to where it had rips. There's one down here, and I wore it like that several times. I didn't care. I was just at home. It wasn't like I wore it out into the world, but I like clothes that are well worn. They're softer, they're more comfortable. I don't like stiff new stuff. I think that's why I shop at thrift stores, is they're kind of broken in, and that feels good to me. So when this one was past its prime, I cut it up so that I wouldn't wear it anymore. And all the pieces live in the rag bag under my kitchen sink. Another one of my rags is a former nightgown. This is blue flannel with lovely cabbage roses in pink. And I'm not a pink person, but I really like this. It was just very comfortable. I left a pocket on here, and look, I could just use that to scrub with. Maybe I should market these, you know. Ask people to send me their old nightgowns or clothes with pockets, and then I could make rags with pockets out of them. But I won't do that. You could do it though. You know, it's easy. Takes a pair of scissors and an old piece of clothing with a pocket. So, these are just a few ways I also save money. I can't throw anything away. It's pretty near impossible for me to do that. You've seen maybe by now, I don't know if you've seen it or not, I'm in the process of making a decluttering video, and some of the things I'm getting rid of, you probably think, why didn't you throw that away 10 years ago? But it is really hard for me to throw things away. So I donate things, I give them away. I figure somebody else can throw it away. I'll never know, and that way I don't have to do it. Or maybe somebody will actually use it. So just a few of my cleaning products that I wanted to show you. Here's my sink. I'm going to use a multi-purpose everyday cleaning and disinfecting wipe, or two. As I've gotten older, I do things easier, and these are much easier than getting a cleaner and a rag. So I wipe the faucet handles first, then this, and I don't know if you can see, but I have a lot of staining here. My house isn't new, and so it has some older fixtures, and you know, as long as everything works, that doesn't bother me. I suppose if I scrubbed at this more, it might come off, but it doesn't really bother me. I'm gonna get back here a little bit. I found that just cleaning off the area to get it ready to clean takes the longest. The actual cleaning doesn't take that long. Okay, this one's pretty dirty, so I'm gonna get another one. Okay, I'm gonna give this little ledge a wipe. It's kind of dusty. Now I'll do the sink bowl. It smells nice and fresh and lemony in here now. So that's it. That's all I'm going to do in this sink. I figure it's better than it was. I wanted to show you how I clean my mirrors. I have two here, one here and one over here. This one's a medicine cabinet. It's kind of echoey in here. Echo, echo. So I just give it a little spurt, take my old blouse. You are a good blouse. Start at the top and just not too much window cleaner. And then just wipe off all those little smudges and things. And it's just that quick, especially if you keep up with it. Not a hard job at all. Another thing I do, I change out my pillowcase. I actually wash it in between when I wash my sheets. So like if I wash my sheets every week and a half or so, I will take off my pillowcase halfway through and throw it in with some whites and hang it outside on my drying rack to dry, because I love the smell of the outdoors on my clothes and on my pillowcase, and it's just a way to freshen up without having to change all the bedding. I don't change my sheets every week. I know most people say you're supposed to. It hasn't killed me yet. So anyway, I like changing out my pillowcase and freshening it up. In fact, when I wash my sheets, I wash them, dry them outside, put them right back on the bed. I don't like folding them. And I hang my bottom sheet out first because I'm going to put it on first. I can't put the top sheet on until the bottom sheet's on. So then I dry my top sheet. And so by noon, I have my bed made the day I wash my sheets. It's very dry here, and I can hang the clothes and linens out, and they dry so very promptly. It's nice. This is my floor in the kitchen. I'm going to show you real quick what I do in between mopping. I take a nice rag like my old nightgown, and I just spray it with some cleaner, spray the floor, and I wipe up in the zone of filthiness, which is kind of this middle part here, where I cook and prepare food. It's where I spill things. So I don't want to mop all the time, so I just kind of tidy up with a rag and some cleaner in between, and looky there, it's pretty dirty. So that works for me. I hope a few of my slow cleaning tips will be helpful to you. I'd love to hear how you clean. Do you just, knock out a room at a time? Do you do a little bit like I do here and there? Do you like to clean the whole house in one day and have it done? Or do you kind of clean as you go like I do? I don't love to clean. I wish I did. But it works for me. It's okay. And like I said, when I have company, that's when I get busy and I really tidy up and I clean, and I need to have company more often. It would be a good thing because, once you get cleaning, it's not that bad. It's okay. It's just not something I would rather do. I'd rather play Candy Crush or read a book or just about anything else. But once I get going, it's not that bad. So let me know how you clean. If you're new here, I'm Do It Myself Peg, and this is my YouTube channel about frugal living and cleaning and self-employment and just all sorts of things. So if you'd like to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate you dropping by. And I apologize for some of the awkward angles you had to see me in today's video. I'm sure it was not pleasant for you, and I sincerely apologize. And I'll see you next time.